Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. We're in early November as I'm doing this reading. I'm doing it on a Saturday afternoon. And coming up in the following week, apart from Prince William's Earthshot, I think it's this coming week, we have a court case in Florida. Court case that Meghan has tried to stonewall, get thrown out several times. But Samantha Markle has clung in there, the half-sister that Meghan has denied the existence of, basically. Samantha Markle has hung in there and she's forced the issue. And she has forced an in-person hearing in the federal court in Tampa, Florida next Wednesday. Meghan did try and get it turned into a Zoom hearing as far as I understand things, but the judge said no, you have to show up. It's Samantha's last chance, her last chance to convince the court that this needs to go to trial, that she has a valid case, after which there will be discovery and a hearing is scheduled for the middle of next year, 2024. So long way to go still if Samantha manages to get through this or get over this next hurdle. But I want to have a look. I'm using, just for your information, I'm using the Apprentice Tarot for this one. A bit of a learning experience for everybody involved, perhaps. I want to know how Meghan feels about this, how she feels about the court case, how she feels about having to show up in Florida. I assume she literally herself has to show up in Florida and can't send lawyers off to represent her in court. So I assume this is really the first time that she has to get serious about this court case and show up, which in itself is a bit of a victory for Samantha Markle, as I understand things. I want to know if Meghan is going to try and dodge the thing again, try and undermine it, try and evade appearing. Previous court cases, she has successfully avoided showing up. The privacy case in the UK, there was a miscarriage. There was a pregnancy and a miscarriage. And she managed to persuade the court that it would be too traumatic and difficult for her to fly over to the UK to appear in person. Got a summary judgment and no actual hearing, trial. So what's going to happen? One more shuffle. All from Meghan's point of view, this reading, her feelings about the case, her feelings about having to show up in person. Is she going to try and weasel her way out of it? And how's the hearing going to go from her point of view, Meghan's point of view? Let's remind you, as we get one more shuffle out of these cards, that this is tarot. This is, you could play a game with that one more shuffle. And it's going to be two more shuffles. I distracted myself. Just remind you, it's tarot and it's for fun and entertainment, and it is all opinion. It is my opinion. It's all speculation, and I just read energy here. And because we're dealing with a court case, please read the disclaimer in the box below. Form your own opinions about this, and remember, it is just tarot. It is just energy, and we are just speculating on what people might do. So there we go. Apprentice Tarot. We got the star. The star did pop out when I was shuffling. I noticed it just recently. The star card, that's the card of hope. That's the card of healing. And so there is some hope of healing here. I'm not sure who the hope of healing is coming from. Is it coming from Samantha? Is it coming from Meghan Markle? But it's a very optimistic card. It's a very divinely blessed card. It shows that you're on the right track, that you're doing the right thing, that universe is looking down on you and saying, yes, well done. But it is that healing energy, that desire, that optimism, that hope, that a situation can be resolved in a positive way. And perhaps both women are feeling optimistic, hopeful more than optimistic. Of course, the secondary meaning of the star is that we have a big star in the firmament there who will be appearing in court, of course. So it's a big moment, and I'm sure there will be cameras, and I'm sure whether in court or not, I don't know, but there will be cameras around, and it will be news, and it will be noticed. It will be attention garnering, this appearance. It might overshadow other royal events. As I say, Earthshot, I'm sure, is then as well, but I haven't really checked. It's just a vague notion. The actual situation we're dealing with here, we've got a Two of Swords in reverse. We've reached decision time. Two of Swords upright, you don't know what to do, stalemate, deliberating, crossroads, all that kind of energy. When the card is in reverse, it says here indecision, an ongoing stalemate. I don't read the reversal that way in these royal readings particularly. I read it as time to make a decision, a difficult decision, and you jolly well got to just do it, whatever it is. And so all of them are faced with difficult decisions right now. Meghan, show up or not. Samantha, carry on or not. The judge, throw this case out or not. They're big decisions that are reaching finality, reaching their decision point at this hearing, this preliminary hearing or whatever it's called. But it's for a moment of truth, a moment of clarity. There's been dithering, hesitation, confusion, trying to avoid actually making decisions, and now the moment has come. So interesting energy. I think it's valid energy. I think we're getting truth from these cards. And we always hope for that from these cards doing these readings. So let's see how Meghan feels about the court case. Just generally, how's she feeling about it right now? Ooh, we got a very interesting card here with the Seven of Swords in reverse. This is getting caught, not making excuses, secrets coming out. It's exposure, the Seven of Swords in reverse. Upright, getting away with something, running away from something, evading something. All that stuff I've been talking about with that Two of Swords. Now it shows up with the Seven of Swords in reverse. This is the moment of truth. This is when you get caught out, when you get exposed, when your lies are found out, when you have to confess. It's chickens coming home to roost. Rescue chickens coming home to roost, perhaps. But this is a big moment. It's not a big card in the sense it's not major arcana, but it's a card that I like to see in these kinds of readings, because it means that somebody who's been running away, who's been getting away with stuff, finally is held to account. And sense of justice. I am an INFJ. I have a very highly developed sense of justice. Is one of the reasons why I do these readings, these royal readings, and why I'm always motivated to keep showing up and doing them. It's because of my feeling that there should be justice in this royal environment. And here comes an opportunity. I'm not getting my hopes up, but at least from Meghan's point of view, she's feeling that she might just be exposed and caught out. Royal Griff did a very interesting analysis of the statements, the things that were left out of the transcript of the Oprah interview, which would have been left in, and stuff like that, worth going and listening to. She's been on it and keeping everyone up to date. How does Meghan feel about actually having to show up in court? Six of Wands in reverse. This is humiliating. It's absolutely humiliating. It's my narcissist card, the Six of Wands. It's about victory, about showing off, praise. Look at me, attention seeking, the star, in the sense of being very important, very famous, the cameras and the newspaper headlines and all the rest of it. But the card here, Six of Wands in reverse, means that she feels that this is a defeat for her. She's spent a lot of money, I would imagine, time and effort and resources trying to get this thrown out, trying to evade justice, in my opinion, as I have said, my INFJ opinion. And finally, she has failed. She has failed in her encounters with the legal system. She succeeded in the British legal system, but in the American legal system, she has failed. And so even if she wins on Wednesday, this for her is humiliating. This is a mortifying moment. So she's not feeling good. She's not feeling positive. She's feeling it. And I think Samantha will, if she knows this, would be, I think, feeling quite vindicated, and the star energy, a bit of healing for her after all the hurt that she has gone through. And maybe the Markles haven't handled the situation with Meghan in the most dignified way possible, maybe. But they have been hurt, and we can't all behave impeccably all the time when we are hurt. That's not human nature. It's human nature to express our pain. So Meghan, again, is she going to try and avoid this? Is she going to try and undermine it somehow, get out of it somehow? What's going on behind the scenes here? 9 of Pentacles. That's a very independent energy. I'm getting the sense of, it is a 9, and we always are suspicious when we see 9s in royal readings, but it can't be read as a pregnancy card, even a pregnancy card. It just doesn't read that way, the 9 of Pentacles, not for me. And not with what we've been seeing of her lately. It doesn't give off that glow, quite the opposite. But 9 of Pentacles is an independence, is I'm free. I think she might actually try and resist this. She might think, I'm too important, I'm too special, I'm the star, I'm too independent, I can't be bothered to show up. It's not giving me a, yes, I will comply and I'll be there, or dutiful, like you've told me to. I'm busy, I've got important things to do, and I am getting a sense that she's going to try her luck with this, with the 9 of Pentacles. Thinking that money possibly can buy her way out of it, or business, or important, better things to do. Too busy, look at me in Montecito, in my expensive clothes with the rescue chicken, and don't have time for this. There might be some kind of an attempt. How's it going to turn out for her on Wednesday? If she's there, if she's not there, how's it going to go from Meghan's point of view? Got another 7. 7 of Cups in reverse. This is a blow. This is a blow. Don't quite agree with the keywords on the card, just having a quick look at them. Upright, it's being deluded, it's thinking that you have options, you can possibly persuade someone or something, because Cups are always quite manipulative energy, emotional energy. We suspect that in the UK, in that court case, she managed to get quite emotional and manipulate the judge hearing that matter, and oh, I'm pregnant and I've had a miscarriage and I can't travel, and it will be too painful for me and too difficult and blah blah. This one's not going to fly with that 7 of Cups in reverse. It's a bit of a cold hard truth moment there for her, that if she's been deluding herself that she's going to get away with this and she's going to make this go away, that she's going to be able to pay enough money to her lawyers and run enough interference, basically overload with documents and make life really difficult, then I think she's out of luck with that 7 of Cups. And honestly, I wasn't expecting a positive outcome for Samantha here. I was thinking, the cards I've been getting, I've been seeing the Parkles in big trouble, and then suddenly saved, like with Omid's book, terrible, and then suddenly maybe it will do quite well, and it will damage the royals at some level. That reading has stuck with me. We need to go and look at it again at some point. But this one looks as if Meghan is right to be worried. She's right to fear exposure. She's right to feel that this is humiliating, a big climb down for her. She's going to try something with that 9 of Pentacles, I think. But ultimately, she's going to feel the cold hand of justice on her shoulder with that 7 of Cups in reverse. That however much she's been trying to bamboozle people and be in denial about something, it is coming to a head. It's coming to a moment where she can no longer deny it. The truth-telling moment that Two of Swords tells me. And very much now I'm getting, even though Meghan might feel she's the star, the celebrity, it's humiliating for her to have to show up, and she can maybe avoid her meeting, her date with justice on Wednesday. I'm getting that this healing energy is really for Samantha. That even if it really doesn't go well and it doesn't go further, she's achieved something here. And she's made Meghan suffer just a little bit, which I'm sure is one of the reasons why she has taken this case. So that is my reading. Disclaimer in the box below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.